Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash, Barakathum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to Ya'akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the Brother Rai with another video. This is going to be a video dealing with the mark of the beast, which is that microchip implant, chiefly that mark in the forehead. Because a couple of months ago, I was in the comments section of another brother's video dealing with the mark of the beast, and he had some Jake in there that said there was no way that the microchip implant could be the mark of the beast because you can't put a microchip in somebody's brain, which is just a completely asinine statement because you can easily find information showing how they already have brain chip implant technology, such as the information in this article on dailymail.co.uk titled, "Paralyzed Man Moves His Arm and Hand with the Power of His Mind, Microchip in the Brain that reads thoughts and translates them to the muscles allows patient to feed himself." And this article came out back in March of 2017, showing that this technology already exists. And not just that, but the technology you'll see in this article is outdated. They have much more advanced microchip implants that would allow somebody with paralysis to regain control of their body. Just look at that movie Upgrade, for instance. The guy in that movie was quadriplegic, or paralyzed from the neck down, and got a microchip implant on his spine that allowed him to do superhuman things. And also I've read information in the past on how they had microchip implants back in the 50s and 60s that they would implant into the shoulder of a bull that would allow them to control the bull's body like a remote controlled toy. And also there were accounts from a special forces operative in Vietnam who said his body was full of microchip implants, and whenever his handlers turned on those microchip implants, he became their puppet. He lost full control of his body. But let's get into this article. A cycling accident left Bill Kuchever unable to move from the shoulders down, but he can now feed himself in his wheelchair using a microchip in his brain, that mark in the forehead. He is the first quadriplegic to have his movement restored by the system. We got some pictures right here. Looks like an implant in the head to me. They've also got a diagram down here of the brain chip implant. You see, you got the chip in his head. A tiny chip implanted in Bill Kuchever's brain reads his thoughts about moving his hand. I'm going to play this video right here, which has all the information in this article.
Well, it was amazing because I thought about moving my arm, and it did. I could move it in and out, up and down.
We've been able to take the electrical signals which represent his thoughts and use that to control stimulation of his arm and his hand.
We've bridged his spinal cord injury. He can now think about moving his arm, and his arm moves.
And it's pretty cool. I get to be the first one in the world to do it.
He has a severe spinal cord injury. He is pretty much paralyzed from the top of his shoulders down.
I remember up to the accident, and then after that I remember bits and pieces. I was on a 150 miles bicycle ride. It was raining really badly. I was following a mail truck and I was keeping my distance pretty good, but then it stopped to deliver a package. I ran right into the back of the mail truck. People have to do stuff for me that I can't do myself. They have to turn me every 2 hours. If I want water, they have to give me water. This research has enhanced my ability to be able to do things.
For the first time, we've implanted brain recording electrodes in a person, and an FES system, functional electrical stimulation, has been implanted as well.
I learned about this research through one of the doctors at the VA. My father said, "Do you really want to do this?" I said, "Yes." Somebody has to do research. If nobody does research, things don't get done. Now we can tell the world it's possible to reconnect the brain and make the arm move again.
The participant also uses a mobile arm support to support his arm against gravity, but that mobile arm support is also under cortical control, meaning by thinking about it, he causes the mobile arm support to raise and lower his shoulder.
I'm still wowed every time I do something amazing. I ate a pretzel. I drank water. It really got good. One day they had some mashed potatoes. Lo and behold, I was able to eat the mashed potatoes really well.
It provides a demonstration of feasibility so that advances that are needed to make this more clinically acceptable can be made.
There is room for significant growth. We are just at the forefront of really understanding how the brain functions, how to take advantage of our knowledge, and can see exponential growth.
I'm always wanting them to do more. Seeing the possibility is one of the biggest goals. You know, yes, I'm injured, but it's not like my life stopped when I got injured. It's going to help out a lot more people for years to come.
What a heartfelt story. Doesn't that just give you hope for the future? That's exactly how Esau's going to sell this chip to a lot of you people. It's a modern medical breakthrough that's allowing people to rebuild their shattered lives. And it won't be that hard to sell this chip to you people. The majority of this planet has been wowed by Esau's technology already. Just look at China, for instance. They have completely cashierless stores where you don't need money. You just use a QR code on your phone, and they have RFID tags in there. And how much of a distance would it be for them to just move on to that microchip implant? This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. And this is speaking of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And his miracles are his technological advancements which the Most High has allowed him to have, such as nuclear weapons technology, the internet, and these microchip implants, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, such as China, for instance, moving towards a cashless society, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And that beast is speaking of the reincarnated Roman Empire, Esau's financial, political, and military system of NATO and the EU, which the United States is a part of. And all in all, this is just Esau wanting to be as the Most High because he has a God complex. That's why they're pushing this atheistic scientific philosophy out there, that do as thou wilt, Aleister Crowley spirit, to get people to think that this really is just it. So they might as well make the best of it while they can. And seeing as there is no God in their mind, they might as well worship those people that have the most power, which are you Edomites, or so-called white people right now. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3 through 4. Let no man deceive you by any means, such as the technological man-made miracles of Esau Edom, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who has been revealed to be Esau Edom, the so-called white man, by the men of the Lord, chiefly through GMS or Great Millstone, out there on the highways and byways, preaching this word in 100% truth, as well as putting up these video epistles. And we've got these elites scared, Akim. That's why they're beginning their demonization campaign against us by putting us in the mainstream media and adding that black label unto us so they can weave us into that black identity extremist narrative, call us terrorists, and eventually come after us. Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as the Most High sitteth in the temple of the Most High, shewing himself that he is the Most High. And he's doing that by his technology